Do we have any married couples in the house? Put those rings in the air, ladies. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mia Broadway, or Karina's best friend and former college roommate. I will spare you guys the rundown due to time purposes, but if you're dying to know everything that we've been through together, come find me after this. To me, a successful marriage requires 3 key components: forgiveness, embracing your spirituality values, and communication skills. I have embodied these 3 components in my own marriage, and I believe that has allowed me and my partner to be successful. I have known Karina for a very long time, and I believe that she embodies these values as well, and this will lead to her and Shane having a long, beautiful marriage together. Let's take a look into Karina's forgiving qualities. To me, forgiveness is key for a thriving marriage. If you cannot forgive, that will cause you to hold grudges, preventing you from moving forward and growing in your relationship. When you say the words "I do," you are making a commitment for better and for worse. You must find a way to forgive each other even when things get rough. To me, for as long as I've known Karina, she has been an expert forgiver. I know that I told you guys I would spare you all the rundown, but I do have one story to tell. Karina and Shane were flying back from California, and after a long day of travel, all they asked me was to pick them up from BWI Airport at 1 a.m. Me being forgetful, I did not set an alarm and did not pick them up, leaving them stranded at the airport at 1 a.m. The next morning, I called profusely apologizing to Karina and Shane, letting them know how sorry I was. The only thing Karina had to say to me was, "While I am upset, I accept your apology, and you had no ill intent, you just made a mistake." Now, I wasn't expecting the friendship to end over this. I did expect her to be upset and not immediately accept my apology. This is just one example of her forgiving qualities. If anything, you can think of it as over-forgiving, because I definitely might have been a little upset, stranded at 1 a.m. Shane, being around Karina for so long, has begun to embrace these qualities too, and he forgave me immediately after this incident. Forgiveness is important, but so is staying true to your spiritual values during marriage. Marriage is a union through God. You will not get anywhere in your marriage without the Lord being present. It's important to turn to Him for emotional, financial, social, whatever it may be, stability and support. I have watched them pray for their relationship long before Shane popped the big question, and this has allowed them to continue to walk by faith and not by sight and have a fruitful, thriving relationship. Though me and Karina grew up in the church together, and even though that Shane didn't, Karina did not turn away from her faith, but rather introduced him to it. We have all now gone to church together, we all pray together. It's a beautiful union that we've all created through God. I would like to thank Pastor Folsom today for marrying them and also allowing Shane, Karina, and I to join his church and continue to be active members in his church. Communication is just as important as the other 2 qualities I have mentioned before, which were forgiveness and spiritual values or walking through faith. Effective communication is key to marriage. Notice how I said effective. You can say a whole lot, but really not say anything. You can say a lot, but if it comes off disrespectful to your partner, it's therefore ineffective. You must be able to know your partner and communicate in a way that they are able to receive what you are saying. Everyone these days shines arguments in a negative light. They do not have to be seen that way. If you can speak with your partner and express how you feel freely, respectfully, and non-defensively, then it's not an argument. It's more so a period of growth. It was a misunderstanding, but you guys will come out through it stronger. Yelling is not helpful to an argument. No one receives yelling well. Cussing is not helpful to an argument. No one receives that well either. Anything that can be deemed as disrespectful won't be received too well in an argument. It is also important to note how Shane can be annoying, and he's going to get on me for this, but Karina has always been very patient and kind. Through therapy, I have learned that it is very important to use I feel statements. Rather than saying, you did this to me, you did that to me, you say, I feel hurt by this, I feel this by this. You're allowing yourself to be heard without necessarily placing blame. We as humans control responses to things that upset us, and we control what we allow to affect us. It's important to reflect on your own response to an action rather than pointing the finger and saying that this is what they did to you. Today, I spoke about the 3 components to a successful marriage. Let's first give a congratulations to Karina and Shane for representing marriage well and embodying those 3 components, which were communication skills, forgiving qualities, and embracing your spiritual values. Karina, thanks for being a great best friend and embodying those 3 qualities and allowing our friendship to flourish. Shane, thanks for loving Karina through everything you guys have been through and also learning to embrace the 3 qualities during the time that you've been with her. Now let's make a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Hill Taylor, and may they have a long, fruitful, healthy marriage. Thank you.